मणिपुर है ही नहीं, ना होम मिनिस्टर के लिए ना प्रधानमंत्री के लिए, है ही नहीं।
मणिपुर की स्थिति सामान्य करने के लिए सरकार निरंतर प्रयासरत है।
आज तक हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर नहीं गए हैं।
After Parliament showdown on Manipur,
मणिपुर को आपने सिविल वॉर में डुबा दिया है। मणिपुर को आपने और आपकी योजनाओं ने, आपकी पॉलिटिक्स ने जला दिया है।
हम सभी को राजनीति से ऊपर उठकर वहां की स्थिति को सामान्य बनाने में सहयोग करना चाहिए। ये हम सबका कर्तव्य है।
leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi in Manipur. His third visit to the violence-torn state. Rahul times visit with Prime Minister in Moscow. Rahul batting on the front foot. From Agniveer to Hathras to Assam flood victims, now Manipur.
आज तक हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर नहीं गए हैं। प्रधानमंत्री के लिए मणिपुर स्टेट ही नहीं है।
Empathy or politics? Top focus on To The Point this evening. Real empathy or plain politics? That's what we're going to be discussing. But the latest, a short while ago, Rahul Gandhi makes his first visit, like I told you, to the strife-torn Manipur as the leader of opposition. This is his third, in fact, in the last 1 year, ever since violence ensued in the state of Manipur. The Bharatiya Janata Party, meanwhile, has made it very clear. They call it nothing short of tragedy tourism. And this is what Rahul Gandhi is exploiting, they say. This is what Rahul Gandhi said after his visit to the state. Listen.
Here, the need of the hour is peace. Violence is hurting everybody. Thousands of families have been harmed, property has been destroyed, family members have been killed. And I have never seen anywhere in India what is going on here. The state is completely split in two, and it is a tragedy for everybody involved. I want to tell all the people of Manipur, I come here as your brother. I come here as somebody who wants to help you, who wants to work with you to bring back peace in Manipur. And I am ready to do whatever I can. Congress party is ready to do whatever it can to bring back peace here. I feel that it is important that the Prime Minister come here, listen to the people of Manipur, try and understand what is going on in Manipur. After all, Manipur is a proud state of the Indian Union, and it's very important that the Prime Minister, especially, even if it wasn't a tragedy, even if there was no tragedy, the Prime Minister should have come to Manipur. And in this huge tragedy, I request the Prime Minister to take 1 day, 2 days of his time and just come and listen to the people of Manipur. It will comfort the people of Manipur, and we are, as the Congress party, ready to support anything that would improve the situation here.
So once again, you know, the BJP through it all is saying that this is nothing but tragedy tourism, and Rahul Gandhi exploiting the situation. On the other hand, the question that we're going to be putting forth in this debate on To The Point is this true empathy, or is this politics, tragedy tourism, as what the BJP calls it? Let's cut across to our panelists. Joining me in the studio, Rajdeep Sardesai, consulting editor; Sanju Verma, national spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, is going to be with us; Ranjit Sethi, political commentator, closely watches Manipur, also joining us; Bhupendra Maiti, Congress spokesperson as well. Rajdeep, you know, how do you view the entire situation? Because in politics, you don't have to just be empathetic, you have to appear to be empathetic. And Rahul Gandhi choosing the date where the Prime Minister is in Russia, many would suggest that this is playing politics.
He's a politician, Preeti.
True.
I mean, I find these questions sometimes are out of place. What is he supposed to do? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. If Rahul Gandhi didn't go to Manipur, perhaps went on a holiday to Thailand, you'll say, why is Rahul Gandhi not here on the spot? Goes to Manipur and we ask, is he playing politics? Of course he's playing politics. He's a politician. The fact is the Congress won both the seats in Manipur, inner and outer Manipur. The fact of the matter is the Prime Minister of the country has not visited Manipur in 14 months. The fact is more than 220 people have died in Manipur. The fact is hundreds of thousands of people have been rendered homeless. I think we should focus on the facts. Politics, empathy, these are all subjective decisions. If you're a BJP leader, you'll say Rahul Gandhi is playing tourism politics. If you're a Congress leader, you'll say empathy. All I know is I believe that in politics, a good politician will go where he or she believes that he or she can connect with people. So I don't really see a problem with Rahul Gandhi going to Manipur. The fact that he's gone there, he's obviously trying to send out a message that he's going to places, whether it's Hathras the other day, today it's Manipur, where the Prime Minister isn't visiting. So to that extent, you could argue that he's trying to score a political point. But Preeti, at the end of the day, I think when you're in politics, this is exactly what you should be doing, going to the spot. I think Rahul Gandhi, all said and done, has taken absolutely the right call in going back to Manipur at this point.
Rajat Sethi, that's what I began with, that it's politics. You can be empathetic, but as a politician, you have to appear to be empathetic. And what better than actually going back to Manipur when you've spoken so much about it in the parliament. But it's not just Manipur, no, Rajat Sethi. You have, Hathras, where he's gone into Hathras. Then you have taking up the Agniveer issue. Then before Manipur, he was in Assam consoling the victims of the flood. So there seems to be a cohesive, it could be a well-constructed image, but there seems to be a cohesive image that this is a man with empathy.
See, this is a man with empathy when it comes to BJP states. There was a massive, huge tragedy that happened in the state of Tamil Nadu. 100 people were killed not long ago, just a couple of weeks back. Did he attempt to even go there and wipe the tears of women who lost their husbands? No. So let us not get into Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is immaterial here. He few months back did not even know, he couldn't even locate Manipur on the map. If I were to go and tell your viewers about the shenanigans, all your viewers have to do is to Google 1,526 fake encounters in Manipur that was overseen by the Congress party. 1,500 fake encounters. Which other state in the whole country? And I'm challenging you, tell me any other state where 1,500 fake encounters have happened. Now I will tell you Irom Sharmila. Irom Sharmila carried world record for the longest fast until death against the extremities of the Congress regime when Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was the incumbent then. Did Rahul Gandhi attempt and go there? He did not. So my point is that, see, Rahul Gandhi is immaterial to the cause of Manipur. My bigger problem is that, yes, the government should be more vocal. It's not like all the back channel discussions between the two communities are happening or not happening. Still, our HMO, the HM office, the Prime Minister's office, they should communicate to the nation exactly what is happening. What are the breakthroughs that have happened between the two communities? Who are you reaching out to? Even if you can't disclose the nitty-gritties of it, come out and say that yes, there is a plan of action that the Prime Minister and the Home Minister are following. And this is where I think BJP's communication has been problematic. They have not been able to face the issue head on. And this is where they should course correct. Otherwise, individuals like Rahul Gandhi will come in and take political advantage of this situation.
All right, Bhupendra Maiti, the fact is, it's a fair point that Rajat Sethi is raising. What happened in the huge tragedy where so many died? Nothing from Rahul Gandhi. I'll give you a recent example. Rahul Gandhi goes to Hathras, of course, condoles what happened, meets the victims of the tragedy, but doesn't say a word against the Baba who is Dalit, keeping in mind how the Dalit vote went for the Gathbandhan, especially in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So that's why the question, Mr. Maiti, that is it just, optics, and that's it, plain politics?
Well, it is not a mere optics. He is not appearing to be empathetic. What matters to the people of Manipur is the people of Manipur wants their plight, their grievances to be heard. We want our Prime Minister to come here in Manipur to listen to us. Mr. Rahul Gandhi today in a press conference here in the Congress office just now, half an hour ago almost, he stated clearly that he is not here to politicize the issue. Well, he has come here for the third time. In the last 14 months, Prime Minister hasn't visited Manipur. He was in fact forced to speak on Manipur recently in the Rajya Sabha because of the manner in which Rahul Gandhi has brought the issue and other India Bloc Alliance MPs. Well, the issue right now here is Manipur. Let's not divert the issue. The issue is, if you say that he is unable to locate the map of Manipur, well, we have the Prime Minister who has in fact forgotten Manipur by not visiting our state. Right now, in our state, there's a violence. The violence hasn't stopped for the last 14 months. Even today, before his arrival at Jiribam district, there was a violence too here in the state of Manipur. Even in the district of Jiribam, within the state of Manipur, the Chief Minister of Manipur could not go there. Our Rahul Gandhi went there. Prime Minister hasn't come here. Rahul Gandhi is coming here. The people of Manipur are welcoming him. So let's not say that he is not coming here to be political, to appear to be empathetic. That is not his intents to. His intention is very clear. And in fact, he said that he is coming here not even, besides being a leader of our opposition party in Lok Sabha, he has clearly mentioned that he has come here as a brother, as a family member. And you may call him. We may indeed require him 10 times, 5 times. He's ready to come here in Manipur. So Prime Minister is today, right now, in the hotel, the Carlton in Moscow. When is coming here in Manipur? This is a very simple question. He ought to come here.
One really cannot compare that the Prime Minister is in Moscow and Rahul Gandhi is Manipur. It's apples to oranges somewhere down the line. But having said that, Sanju Verma, I want to bring you into this conversation. And there's a pertinent question here. It does seem when it comes down to the narrative on Manipur, it's been taken away by the Congress. And why I say that? Because it's also somewhere down the line percolated on ground. You talk about facts. The 2 seats in Manipur, both have been won by the Congress. Number one. Number two, is this the reason why that the Congress, who seem to have appropriated Manipur, is stopping the government to actually be vocal and take ownership of a state where many feel that they're abandoned?
Preeti, let me take the bull by the horns. Yes, the Congress won both the Lok Sabha seats from Manipur. But if you say that is good enough reason for me to agree to the fact that Congress has appropriated the narrative on Manipur, by that logic, in all the 8 northeastern states, it is either BJP standalone or its alliance partner, which is in power and in office today. By virtue of your own logic, then I think the Congress has completely lost the narrative in northeastern India. But let me address the elephant in the room and the more pertinent point. Everybody on the panel here, be it Rajdeep or be it the Congress spokesperson, who have been saying, oh, Prime Minister lacks empathy. Look at Rahul Gandhi. He's visiting Manipur. First, let me address the political question. I will come to Manipur. Taking off from what Rajab Sethi said. Fine for Rahul Gandhi to visit Manipur. On the 27th of June, barely a few days back, a BJP minority Morcha worker was paraded naked in full public glare at Cooch Behar in West Bengal under the incompetent nose of Mamta Banerjee. Has Rahul Gandhi even bothered to condemn the incident, forget visiting Cooch Behar? Now let's talk about Uttar Dinajpur, where a Muslim woman was thrashed, publicly flogged, beaten black and blue for somebody just bothering to question her morality and credentials by some Muslim men. I did not see any condemnation from Rahul Gandhi, forget visiting Uttar Dinajpur, but let's talk about Karnataka, because Rahul Gandhi today says 53 people are dead in the Assam floods. More than 240,000 have been displaced or affected. I want to tell Rahul Gandhi, last year when cyclone Michong hit Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, DK Shivkumar and Rahul Gandhi were either at 24 Akbar Road or at 12 Tughlaq Lane or at 10 Janpath, making strategies about the elections, while the NDRF under the aegis of Prime Minister Modi actually went to the rescue of Kannadigas in Karnataka. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, have you once voiced concern for the 285 people who died in a cyclone and torrential rain in Karnataka last year? More than 353,000 people who were rendered homeless and had to be rehabilitated by the Modi government. Have you once spoken about the 642,000 people who were affected adversely adversely by the cyclone in Karnataka and had to be rehabilitated by the Modi government? Nahi. तो आपको जो vulture tourism है वो मणिपुर में करना है. You will not go to Karnataka because it is Congress ruled. You will not go to Cooch Behar or Uttar Dinajpur because these are ruled by our alliance partner DMK. You will not shed even crocodile tears on the Kalakuruchi huge tragedy which has claimed more than 65 lives in Tamil Nadu under an incompetent MK Stalin with more than 200 people still battling for their lives in the ICU. But you will go to Hathras.
Okay.
So the first point is the rabid hypocrisy of anyone with basic common sense. The rabid hypocrisy of Rahul Gandhi is out there, Preeti, for everyone to see. And in the last 10 seconds, I will just say this to you. You often tell me, Sanju Verma, what you say is not important. It is action on the ground that matters. Proof of the pudding, I always say, is in the eating because actions speak louder than words. And in 10 seconds, Preeti, your audience needs to know this. I culled out this data from the Home Ministry archives. In the last 18 months, civilian casualties in Manipur down 78%, casualties of armed forces down 67%, strikes down 84%, ASPA-related incidents down 63%, narco-terrorism related incidents down 89%, and illegal infiltration from Burma and Bangladesh down 91%. Right. That is what Modi has done for Manipur. Right.
But Sanju Verma, because you like data and you've just pointed out a few data notes there, let me also come up with a few. But having said that, with what you spoke of, especially when it comes down to the tragic incidents in the beginning of what happened in Dinajpur, what happened in Tamil Nadu, yes, they are tragic, but you cannot compare them to Manipur. What you spoke of Karnataka, it was a natural calamity. Now let me give you why you can't compare it to Manipur. Because till now, as per official data, 228 people have been dead in Manipur, 28 are missing. Over 68,000 people right now are displaced. So somewhere down the line, if the Congress is unfair to compare Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister's visit to Moscow and Rahul Gandhi's visit to Manipur, then it is unfair to compare any other tragedy to what has really gone down in the state of Manipur. But Rajdeep, I want to bring you in for a quick comment on that because there is some credence in it. Because Rahul Gandhi now seems to have come together as this bona fide politician where you will speak about the issues that concern the government, where, Rajat Sethi is right. You have empathy for states which are governed by the BJP, but not by the opposition.
Look, I come back to where I started. He's a politician. Are you telling me that he's going to go to Tamil Nadu and challenge MK Stalin where he's part of the government or where the Congress is an ally of the DMK? That's not going to happen. The fact, though, is that in an ideal world, and I refer to an ideal world, by now we should have had a strong all-party delegation going to Manipur, cutting across party lines to...
But he claims to be an empath. No, he claims to be, I'm your brother, an empath. Now, empath is not going to look at party lines.
No. Look, I come back to it. What is he... You see, in an ideal world, there should have been an initiative taken either in the Home Ministry or by the Prime Minister's office to try and send an all-party delegation to Manipur. Unfortunately, our politics, much like television debates, are so hyper-polarized and partisan that seems to have become very difficult to achieve. That's the ideal way to go about it. You've got a situation which, Rajat Sethi is right, is not something that happened only 1 year ago. Manipur has had a difficult time for over 2 decades, up and down, even when Ibobi Singh was Chief Minister. The truth of the matter, though, is that you need empathy along with firm action of the state. You need to restore the primacy of the state. Now, this has been a failure. Now, the problem is the government will not even admit its failure because the government wants to always look at the glass as half full. There is no question in this government of ever admitting any failure. In an ideal world, therefore, if you are not going to admit failure, the opposition is going to capitalize on your failures. What do you expect the opposition to do?
I'll go across to the other panelists and I'll come back to you. I want to bring in Rajat Sethi into this conversation again. Rajat Sethi, for something what you touched on, because what appears to be right now is that because there's been so much politics over it, whichever way one might want to look at it, Manipur is now a hostage of it. It does seem that the communication problem that you were talking about from the BJP and the government stems from the fact that the Congress has run away with the Manipur narrative.
See, this is why, Preeti ji, this is a difficult problem to address. You need to understand that no issue in Manipur can actually be addressed when two parties come together, because look at the historic in recent history, the kind of issues that have risen up. There was a 150-day long economic blockade. Nothing could go into Imphal from anywhere. Just in 2017, an Ibobi government, which was a Congress government, was in power then. Prior to that, there were genocides which ran in for 5 years long at a stretch. That is how deep the problems of Manipur are. The problem and the challenge between the Home Ministry is that they need to, shelter the talks away from politics. Because if politics comes into these talks, most of these talks will fail. This is the single biggest challenge that the bureaucrats are facing. The kind of groups, the kind of pressure groups from both the Meitei and the Kuki community are actually willing to come on board and find a middle ground. But then once they are out, they are threatened on life by the same set of people they're trying to represent inside those closed door meetings. Therefore, it is very hard to come to that common ground. And it is right at the Home Minister's level. He has himself led some of these back channel discussions. And this is where the problem is, that you agree on something and these people go back into their respective communities and they stiffen up their stands. This is why I think till you don't have progressive breakthroughs, Prime Minister cannot come in. What will he say and do? And what if Prime Minister is the highest office, political office? If talks fail at his level, what is the next option left? Nothing is left after that. Therefore,
so what was
in
mismanaged?
all negotiations, you need to gradually progress, take one step at a time till you reach the Prime Minister's office. That is how talks are structured in our bureaucratic setup, for good or for bad. This is where things are getting delayed.
All right,
but
Mr. Methi,
it doesn't mean that you go out and by the way, Rajdeep was wrong. There was already an all-party delegation meeting which went to Manipur just prior to this Lok Sabha election. They went there. It was at the behest of the speaker. The speaker arranged for them a special flight went in where all the leaders, the top leaders of the Congress party and all other parties went and oversaw. But, they were supposed to come out with a white paper of sorts to present what their findings were and what potential solutions could be.
So Mr.
And
Methi,
they did not submit any document in the
with what Sanju Verma and Rajat Sethi is saying, the situation is far more complex. What is being done on ground doesn't need to be politicized, and the government's doing what they can.
Well, let's not trivialize the issue. This is an unprecedentedly very complex issue in the history of the country. Well, the panelist was talking about 150 days of economic blockade. But then now we have 14 months where our governor and the Chief Justice of High Court of Manipur can go, but the Chief Minister cannot go. The Meiteis cannot go to hills. People from some community from the hills cannot come here in the valley. There is almost a division. This is precisely because of the utter failure of the governance. If we are talking about, let's say, 2002, in case of Gujarat riot, Prime Minister's office, Cabinet Secretariat was looking after it. But in case of Manipur, it's the Home Ministry which is dealing it. We want to know, why is the Cabinet Secretariat silent on this? We expected that the Principal Secretary, Prime Minister, coming here in Manipur. But instead of that, it is only the Home Ministry which is handling the issue. Well, the all political parties delegation, we have been requesting the Prime Minister of India to invite all political parties delegation from Manipur. Even the Prime Minister of Manipur hasn't met a Chief Minister, his own Chief Minister, his own BJP Council of Ministers.
That's true.
That is the reality. And therefore, instead of trivializing the issue, this is a very serious, let's not compare this with some crime or some incidents happening in some other states. Have you ever seen the Prime Minister of the country not going to any state when we are in?
I need to come in here.
Almost 75 years.
I'll come to you, ma'am. Allow him. I'll give you enough time. May let him finish.
So the idea remains is, if we believe in Union of India, this is what our leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Shri Rahul Gandhi has said, that Manipur being a proud state in Union of India, we expect the Prime Minister of India to visit Manipur. At least let him come. If he is not ready to come, let him invite all political parties. There in Delhi, we saw.
All right. So Sanju Verma, the fact is, what many would suggest, that the situation was mishandled from the word go, where there was at least clamour that N. Biren Singh stepped down. That didn't quite happen. The Prime Minister himself hasn't met the Chief Minister. When you speak of optics, they really do carry to at least that balm which Manipur has been seeking could have been provided if the Prime Minister or if the Home Ministry would have been a little more vocal of what really has happened. There is a communication problem. You do understand, Sanju Verma.
Preeti, you know why I love doing your debates? Because they are sensible and you allow enough time for a rebuttal, irrespective of whether, the issue is something that is anti-BJP or pro-BJP. I'll now just say this first to Rajdeep. I will address everybody's concerns. Rajdeep says, do you expect the Congress to question the DMK? Do you expect Rahul Gandhi to visit Tamil Nadu and condemn what happened by way of the huge tragedy which claimed more than 65 lives? After all, Rahul Gandhi is a politician. So Rajdeep Sardesai, you do admit that there was a tragedy in Tamil Nadu. Rahul Gandhi did not deem it fit to visit Tamil Nadu only because Tamil Nadu is ruled by DMK, which is a close alliance partner of Rahul Gandhi. And the best that you could do in terms of defending Rahul Gandhi was saying, oh, he's a politician. But I will not take that kind of a lame excuse. I will rebut everybody on this panel who says that we've lost the narrative in Manipur with facts. And I'll tell this, Preeti, your audience should also listen to the other side of the story. Oh, Manipur mein kuch ho nahi raha hai. Prime Minister has not visited. You keep hammering about the fact that Prime Minister has not visited. How many debates have been done by channels to say that 80,000 houses have been built in Manipur under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana? How many channels have discussed that more than 1.3 lakh electricity connections have been given thanks to Prime Minister Modi? How many channels have discussed that more than 1.5 lakh gas connections have been given in Manipur to Manipuri households thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? How many people have discussed the fact that more than 46,000 toilets have been built in Manipur thanks to Prime Minister Narendra Modi? How many people have discussed that more than 6.5 lakh Ayushman cards have been given to people in Manipur thanks to Narendra Modi? And one thing your audience needs to know, each time I used to say that Manmohan Singh was the Prime Minister, he was a candidate from the Rajya Sabha from 1991 till 2019 from Assam for a good 28 long years. He did not visit Assam even twice. And the same journalists like Rajdeep who are giving gyan to Prime Minister Modi today said, so what's the big deal if Manmohan Singh did not visit Assam? Prime Minister Modi in the last 10 years has visited northeastern India more than 52 times. His entire cabinet has visited northeastern India more than 400 times. There must be a reason why Congress has been booted out, lock, stock and barrel out of northeastern India.
All right, okay, because you've directed two of those barbs to Rajdeep, he has every right to come and Rajdeep.
Sanju Verma is completely entitled to her own opinion, but this is exactly the hyper-partisan and polarized atmosphere in which we live. The fact is the BJP is the only party which has MLAs from both the Kuki and the Meitei communities, but they've not been able to get them together. I mean, if you cannot use your prime ministerial authority to bring Meitei and Kuki MLAs together across a table and discuss issues. If you remember 1 year ago, I had done a story on Bungazin Walte. The poor man had virtually been left completely beaten up, and there was nobody going even there to visit him. The fact is that the 2 seats in Manipur were both won by the Congress this time, inner and outer. There is a problem. Sanju Verma is right. The Prime Minister has made an effective outreach to the Northeast. No one denies that. But that doesn't mean that you do not accept that there is a serious problem which needs to be addressed at the highest level. This constant mood of denial will not work either.
Sanju Verma, there's no point getting into personal barbs. Make your point, ma'am, and then let's move on.
He's defending the Congress all the time.
I'm not defending the Congress. Madam, this is your problem.
All right, okay,
your problem is you're a politician and therefore you will not accept any view
I'm going to close this debate. All right, okay, you know what? Okay, ma'am, everyone, calm down. Take a sip of water. Everyone, calm down. Take a sip of water, because what's really happened is caught bang in the middle of this politics is nothing else as collateral but the people of Manipur. And we do hope that the healing touch that they require is delivered, and soon at that. Thank you for watching.